Jetfish fans, just wanted to share with you a couple accessories that I built using standard PVC piping that might come in handy as add-ons to your existing jet ski fishing rack. So the first item, and this is really a tool holder. It's based on 2-inch PVC piping. There's 2 T-fittings, as you can see. You probably just need the smallest section of 2-inch piping. They do sell it in like 2, 5, and then 10-foot sections. And then also 2 caps, 2-inch caps that go along with it. This is, of course, a tool holder. This is a piece that I really designed out of necessity because I like to fly fish. And there's not a lot of rod holder adapters for fly fishing rods. As you know, the fighting butt's kind of short and it's not as long as a conventional rod or a spinning rod. So I created this piece that also will house my net as well as my gaff and mount it on the side of the rack. And then the last piece, which I think is going to help me to provide maybe some additional fun on these videos, is this piece right here. And this is a standard, this is actually 1 1/4 inch PVC piping, will fit down into a standard 2-inch rod holder. And this is a Gopro Mount pole. So I'll show you how they both work in a second. Okay, let's get started with the Gopro pole. The most important part of this is the head assembly. And I'll show you in a minute how the Gopro Mount attaches to this. But this is a standard thin wall 1 1/4 inch PVC piping. This is just a standard 1 1/4 inch coupler. This is a 1 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch reducer. This is 3/4 inch PVC piping, and of course a 3/4 inch cap. There's also, as you'll see down here, another coupler, and this works more of as a stop for the rod holder, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a wedge in there to keep it in tight. So there is also a cap, as you can see behind here, and that is removable. So when you cut the bottom section of your pole to whatever length your rod holder is, leave about 1.5 inches over so that you can put the cap on, and it'll kind of keep a extra security method there so it doesn't come out and there goes your GoPro. I've seen also people take some of these pieces and fill them with foam partially. That's a great idea in case it does come off your vessel. You can go back and retrieve it. So I'm going to show you how this mounts to the GoPro. Okay, here is the mounted GoPro camera using one of the many different mounts you can get for them. This is a clamp-on, as you can see. You can attach this to anything that has about literally a 3/4 inch to no more than 1 inch diameter. And you can see you can move it every way you want to. And the cap, important thing about the cap is that acts as a stop. In case this does loosen up, it's not going to come off. So that's how the GoPro pole and the head mount work with your GoPro camera. Here is our rod and accessory add-on, and as you can see, there's a spot for your net. There's a spot for your gaff, if you carry a gaff. If you have an alternative for these two things and you want to use those as extra rod holders, you can. And then, as I was describing, this is the fly rod holder, and as you can see, the butt on the fly rod is much shorter than that of conventional or spinning rods, so this just fits down in and it actually cams in so it can't come out. As far as construction on this piece, you're going to use 1.5 inch piping, and the fittings you'll need are 1 4-way fitting, 2 T fittings. You're going to need then 3 1.5 inch caps, and probably best to just get the 5-foot section of 1.5 inch PVC piping. One other note about this is that on the bottom of each cap is a 1/4 inch hole. It's a weeping hole to allow water to drain out. So if you take on some water, it won't just sit in there and cause problems with your gear. Also, if anyone's interested in the specifications on the fly rod cutout, just email me and I'll send it to you. Okay, this is the last and final piece of the accessory add-ons, and this is the tool holder. As you can see, there's the place for your grippers, and what I like about this is that they're completely out of the way. No lines to get caught on there. You can also put a float on this that will keep it from sinking, which is a good idea. On the other side, I just use it. You can use it for whatever you want, but I use this to hold my hemostats. It's great for removing, I like to fly fish, so it's great for removing flies that go deep. And also, you can use it for whatever you like. I put my knife in this side. On this unit, as with the other accessory add-on, the rod holder, this can be zip tied directly to a cross piece on your ski rack. And that's exactly how this is going to work. I think I'll probably use the real wide zip ties, and that way if I need to remove it, I can do that very easily. Hope you found this interesting, hope you find it helpful, and there'll be more to come later.